We're going to talk about a few things in this video. But first, I want to talk about Hasan getting allegedly exposed for the whole shocking thing. His trainer got caught doing an ad, and apparently Hasan's dog is in the ad. It looks crazy.
Tucker, come.
Trainer in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
His name is Pat. Do you send him for
He trained my dog too.
And my dog.
Brian.
You sent him for 2 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks. You have to, bro.
What does he get trained to do?
To everything. Shock on, strong collar, shock collar.
He'll get training to like basically be off collar. Like you don't need to ever have a leash on him.
Really? Do you know Kaya?
My dog?
Looking with Kaya?
No, my dog.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, we have the.
Oh, yeah, I met your dog. Your dog, that's all.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have the best
She's
dog.
very.
Yeah, that's super nasty work. And once again, I've said this multiple times, and I think the aspect about the whole thing with the dog getting shocked that makes it very horrible is the fact that Hasan lied about it, and also he did it because the dog wanted to stretch its legs. Yeah, that's pretty foul. And Hasan doesn't stop. He apparently just went after Asmongold, alleging that he's asking for violence or something like that.
Calls for violence. His calls for violence don't stop at torture. He calls for immigrant families to be killed. Yeah, but remember, Asmongold is not engaging in violent rhetoric because he's using what the government is doing and justifying it and demanding more of it, and therefore it doesn't read as violent. But if you were to say people have a right to defend themselves against such unjustifiable actions, you would be the violent one. And this is the dynamic that right-wingers actually use all the time. And that's precisely the reason why they can turn around and say, Charlie Kirk wasn't a violent person. He never advocated for violence. He advocated for state violence, and state violence is always permissible. You're almost bald, Hasan? Wait, what? Do my haters have fucking eyeballs? It's so shocking whenever they say stuff like that.
That was a crazy choice of words right there. That was extremely wild. Also, he's lying. Everything he's saying is not true, but that's the usual from Hasan. Hasan also admitted that his personality sucks, but claims that that's why people don't really rock with his content.
They don't actually think about politics as organizing around specific goals. They think about it as personalities that they despise or personalities that they find relatable. And so for a lot of people like that, they've already decided that I'm like a villain. So even if they agree with 100% of my worldview, they most likely will never even entertain openly stating that they agree with me. But I don't really mind it necessarily if they're, if someone is like going from being an Asmongold fan to like, I don't know, door knocking for Zohran Mamdani, and they fucking hate me, but they're door knocking for Zohran Mamdani. I think it's weird. It's definitely weird. I think they would probably enjoy this community, but I'll take that W. A lot of those people have been so unimaginably well poisoned that they will rarely ever turn around and go, you know what, Hasan was actually right. I was wrong about him. Most people don't ever recognize that they were wrong. Why should they? I'm just a random fucking dickhead on the internet from their perspective.
Hasan be coping, bro. Like, yeah, people don't like you because you're nasty, you lie, you actually call for violence. And even more than that. But okay, whatever. People don't like your personality. That's true as well. People's personality sucks as well. That's definitely true. And your orbiters, they suck as well. Like Frogan, who just tried to go off on Caleb because he tried to offer her a chance to save herself from debt. Yeah, she's saying how she doesn't want help and how she was just crying on the stream. That I guess was just all an act.
I don't need a YouTube financial advisor who doesn't even have the accreditation to do this, by the way. He's just a YouTuber that does it. I've seen the type of people he has on his show, and that's not me. You know what I mean? Regarding the situation that happened with Capri on Friday, what he said was fucking rude. I had a normal reaction to something, like a rude thing.
Now, the rude thing in question was her crying and being like, yeah, no one's watching me. No, I can't pay my rent. I moved from Detroit to California to to collab with all the best influencers, guys, and now I could barely afford my rent. That is what she's referring to.
I feel like my reaction was normal, and I cried about it because it hurt my feelings. Transparently, and I've talked about this on my stream before, I don't make ad revenue. Twitch took it away after I got banned. And obviously, if I'm not getting the subscriber amount I'm used to getting, and I have been getting consistently for years at this point, I'm going to struggle. Excuse me. I'm going to struggle. You know what I mean?
Great lies out here in these streets, coming on here crying and begging. Even went on stream and said that Hasan paid her really well for production. Yeah, okay.
I haven't like sat down and modded for Hasan in forever. My role for Hasan at this point and for like the last few years has been production work. I give him ideas and I produce the streams, and whether it be like, you know, something like Chad Vice or like the interviews I've done for him before or like the basketball event, that is my scope of work I do for Hasan. And Hasan pays me very well. Many streamers are like coming after me because I said I hate streaming in the clip. Yeah, I'm sorry. None of you will ever have the experience I have streaming, ever. So if I feel like some sort of disdain or anything regarding streaming, I'm allowed to feel that way. If you experience just a fraction of what I've experienced the last 2 fucking years, you would be feeling the same exact way too. And they say like, oh, she's begging for subs on her stream. I'm sorry. And like in the clip, I wasn't begging for subs. I, along with every other fucking streamer who does streaming full time, asks for subscribers every so often because, you know, that's what pays our fucking bills. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, if you're doing streaming for the money, then quit. It's like, this is my job, first of all. Second of all, how come this narrative isn't pushed to people that do subathons that are trying to break records, like Kai, like FaZe, like Iron Mouse? Nobody ever says a word about them asking for subs when it comes to them breaking a fucking record.
Subathons or whatever the they're called. They're like, yeah, guys, let's get me more money. Let's keep the stream going. I also think that's low-key kind of cringe. At least with the guys, you know, the FaZe or the Kais, whoever the fuck are doing these subathons. Yeah, they're begging for money, but they're also giving you content. They're doing crazy fun stuff that their viewers enjoy. What do you do? All you do is sit there and eat.
Yeah, she's definitely a trash individual, right? Speaking of trash individuals, Hasan got roasted by Asmongold. And this is, I was going to say nasty work, but I like seeing Asmongold roast Hasan. I ain't going front.
More people from his audience peel away.
Is he talking about himself?
And people from his audience move on to different people. And when that fucking happens, maybe some of them will come here. Please, guys. Come on, guys. Asmongold has talked more times about me on his broadcast every single fucking day.
Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, let's roll the tapes. This is only for the last 2 weeks. Let's go.
Asmon, don't click away now, Asmon. Asmongold. Yeah, this is Asmongold. Asmongold and Asmongold. Why you like Asmongold? Asmongold. I would love to see an Asmongold. Asmongold. Asmon said earlier, an Asmongold. Tuning into Asmongold. This includes Asmongold. Be checking in with the Asmongold chat as always. Is Asmongold's chat screaming, whoa? Asmongold from Asmongold. You're gonna piss off Asmongold. From Asmongold. How the fuck is Asmongold like Asmongold? Asmongold, same as Asmongold. This is all Asmongold. How hard Asmongold? The largest is Asmongold. The likes of Asmongold, dude. Me and Asmongold with Asmongold. Or an Asmongold. Defending Asmongold. Fucking Asmongold. For someone like Asmongold, or whether it be Asmongold by Asmongold. Think about Asmongold. This is an Israeli Asmongold care about Asmon. And say that Asmongold, you give Asmongold too much attention to your platform, in my opinion. Actually give Asmongold's audience a fantastic opportunity to sit around and jerk off about how fucking dumb we are on the left. Because we are.
Of course, Hasan was lying. There's no way in hell that Asmongold speaks about Hasan more than Hasan talks about him. That is just bull crap. But of course, Hasan just wants people to believe the lies.
I get it. You're down bad. Things aren't going very well. You know what your analytics are. You know you've been losing followers like crazy ever since the dog thing, right? It's been massive.
Every one of his fans goes, oh, he obviously doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about money.
Yeah.
He still lives in this like filthy home. That's marketing, I guess, to a certain degree.
It's marketing.
You look to someone like myself and you go, oh, Hasan is a socialist, but he dresses nice.
You're engaging with tremendous levels of luxury. Fucking luxury car, jewelry, luxury clothes, $3 million house, probably $4 million now. I mean, you're going a little farther, right? You need to go. Problem Hasan has is that he lies to people, and he does it so brazenly that people think that he's not worth trusting. If you want people to trust you and like you, you've got to stop lying to them. You're going to have people that are frustrated about that because they don't want to have that happen.
You're actually so slow. You talk about and watch Asmon so much, your viewers may as well tune into his stream.
I've been telling people that Hasan was a low cow for years, and then he just keeps giving us entertainment, right? Not as in he's entertaining, but we can use his clips to roast him and just keep on getting the laughs. Yeah, it's just a never-ending story with this guy, Hasan.
Don't just do politics. This is one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that even if people don't like my political opinions, they might still agree with me about games or other stuff that I talk about. I talk about everything, right? Like I go live and I just talk about stuff. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, it's been a lot of political stuff recently, but it's been less recently than it was like maybe 8 months ago, right? And so things are going to change. That's how it always is. Yeah, I think you do cultural stuff. Yeah, I talk about cultural stuff. I just play games. I do whatever the fuck I want, right? And at the end of the day, what do I like doing? I like going live and saying and doing whenever I want. And for me, whenever my stream doesn't do well, I don't view this as like a problem. I look at it as like, okay, well, how am I going to approach this? I think my stream has been doing great recently. If you want me to be honest, I've been doing great. Now, I don't think I've been doing like amazing, right? But it's been good. I've been doing well. Like, not every single time am I going to go and like, reinvent the whole wheel and do everything differently. And here's another thing too that Hasan might forget is that I also have thousands of people that watch me on Kick too. And this is also on my YouTube channel. Things are going very, very well.
Asmongold built pretty much what I like to consider the golden standard when it comes to building our audience, right? He has a loyal fan base of people that rock with him for him genuinely being himself, right? Whether he's playing video games, talking about YouTube drama, politics, whatever, right? And I think that all creators should try to use that strategy. Be yourself, right? Don't do the Hasan where you just raging and lying and just doing politics 24/7. Shoot, I covered politics. I've stepped back a lot recently because I've been wanting to focus more so on things that's entertaining and I guess you could say funny, like roasting YouTubers, right? That's something I think that is quite hilarious. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of people that are checking me out and loving the content. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. You don't want to be a grifter like Hasan. That's the definition of a woke loser, a fragile crybaby, a wannabe, just someone who is the opposite of Asmongold, someone who is a prime example of what you shouldn't follow in content creation.
Also, here's another thing is that Hasan is probably comparing with his YouTube channel. He is comparing his YouTube channel with all of his other fan YouTube channels. He's right that his YouTube channel doesn't upload a lot of videos that are about me.
More and more people from his audience.
I think one of the big reasons for that is because, I'm much more dominant on YouTube and he doesn't want to have his videos get downvoted and then get taken out of the algorithm. That's probably the reason why he doesn't upload videos about me on YouTube. I understand that. It makes sense. It's a logical decision to make. But let's not go and act like that's the reason why. Let's be real. I'm not trying to be mean here, but we know this is how it is. So anyway, he's not going to be uploading videos of him crashing out to you too. Yeah, exactly.
Hasan sucks. I don't expect anything good from him, honest, none of that. So when it shows that his audience is pretty much fraudulent, and there's not many that are real outside of the people that are just obsessed with weirdos who want to see someone grift to the left as hard as possible and be a fake socialist. And when it comes to people that are genuine people, you're not really rocking with Hasan. And I think a lot of YouTubers, the consumers audience are starting to notice it. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section.